So one reason that God raised Jesus from the dead was to declare him innocent and to vindicate him. So God raised Jesus to declare him innocent and to vindicate him. So Van, please read Acts chapter 2, verses 23 through 24.
Though he was delivered up according to God's determined plan and foreknowledge, you used lawless people to nail him to a cross and kill him. God raised him up, ending the pains of death, because it was not possible for him to be held by death.
So here in this sermon by the Apostle Peter, he was saying that God the Father delivered up Jesus according to his own plan, his own foreknowledge, and yet evil men delivered up Jesus to be crucified. And yet it was God the Father, by his power, by the power of the Holy Spirit, that Jesus was raised from the dead. So Van, in your own words, how do you think we should approach this topic of explaining why God raised Jesus from the dead?
Well, here we are talking about God the Father again. I think it starts with him as the author of life, and he has expectations for us, yet we choose sin and death, which are the very consequences of our actions.
Yeah, Van, well said. And what was God the Father thinking, almost certainly, when he observed Jesus dying on our behalf, Jesus the innocent one? And he was probably thinking something like this, that I am righteous, the Father is saying, my Son is righteous, I sent him to die for unrighteous people, and yet lawless men delivered him up to death. And yet now humanity is watching, perhaps billions of angels are watching, and what will be their impression? Their impression is that he died, and perhaps will they think inappropriately that he deserved it? Well, no, the Father said Jesus did not deserve it, and therefore, to declare him innocent, to vindicate him, I am going to raise him from the dead. I now raise him from the dead for all to see and for all to know that he is not only the sacrifice for humanity's sins, but he is the exalted, risen Lord.